Cheers, everybody. Welcome in. It is the Truck Championship. The culmination of the Truck Series ends today. We are ready to go as we have four drivers. They are below right here, ready to race it out for a championship. My name is Ryan Peters. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully you are having a wonderful Friday evening. Excited to be doing a live stream. It's been a while. Looks like we already got quite a few people here. We got the chat going on. Truex fan says hi. What's going on, Truex fan? Hope you're having a wonderful Friday evening. We are ready to rock and roll. Truck Championship tonight. Championship Series weekend starts this evening. And my Pacers already won, so that's a good thing. Got to see them try to lose, but they end up winning that game. So hopefully you guys are having a good evening and are ready to sit down. We got Truex fan rooting for Ben Rhodes, the Louisville native, starting in 6th place. As you see below, Corey Heim on the pole, Ben Rhodes 6th place, Carson Hocevar in 13th, and Grant Ian Finger in 17th. Let me know who you think is going to win. Let me type that in the chat. Hold on real quick. Who do you think will win tonight? Question marks. Bang. Bang. Truex fan, he is my favorite truck driver. Well, I've been rooting for Hocevar here recently. I think that he's been doing really well. He's been showing his ass in the Cup Series because that's what he does. He's young and he does stupid stuff. But hopefully he doesn't do that tonight. Hopefully we get a really good race. The Martinsville race was really good. Last week for the Xfinity Series, these guys in the trucks haven't raced in a while. So hopefully we get something of note that we're really excited for to watch here on a late evening race. The ARCA race was concluded earlier, so that's why we're running around 10 o'clock. So about 10 minutes before we begin, pop that up there, the Truck Series Championship live stream / race party. Should be an exciting one. We have 150 laps tonight, 45 laps in the very first stage. So if you're wanting to know the top 10, it will be like this. Corey Heim in first. Ty Majeski, who had a really good season, will start second. Nick Sanchez third. Zane Smith, last year's champion, will be fourth. Chase Purdy is fifth. Ben Rhodes is sixth. Jack Wood in seventh. Christian Eckes in eighth. Rajah Caruth in ninth. And Jesse Love, who will be moving up next year, will start 10th. So that is your top 10, and I will be running that throughout. It will be the background whenever I share my screen. So if you're wondering what that'll look like, hold on here. I'll pull that up. Raw feed. Come on. Jumma. So whenever the race does begin, it will look like this. View tab. So we will be running it like that, and then I'll be right here. So that way you guys can see everything in case you're unable to watch it. So there you go. And I'll have that down there. And we should be ready to rock and roll. Let's see. I want to see Candy Lover is singing the national anthem, and she is from Puerto Rico. Well, that's cool. Hopefully you'll be able to see her sing the national anthem. Where has Zach been? He hasn't been on the streams lately. I don't know. I don't know where Zach's been. Zach and I usually game at night, so I'll tell him. I'll send him a message right now from Truex Fan 19. Hold on, let me get that. Truex Fan, you've been gone a little bit too, man. You've been a little bit more sporadic. I get it. It's school season and things like that, but I'm glad to see you back. Unfortunately, it's the last part of the year. We are almost at the very end of the year here of the season for NASCAR. It literally seems like we just started. And now we're at the very last weekend of the year. Thank God that we only have to wait till February. So there will probably still be snow on the ground for where most of you will be. But we'll be right back at it. It's been an awesome first NASCAR season with you guys. I've really enjoyed growing this. I mean, we literally started from nothing to where we are today, to have 500 plus of you on the channel. The more and more you guys like, the things that we put out, the bigger that this can be. And we'll be bringing SRX next year. If you've been joining us here recently, Travis Butt's been on the channel quite a bit, and he's been really great for the channel. You guys have been here when it's just me and myself. We got some off-season ideas, some games that we'll play, some ranking of all time, series like car teams. Like, we're going to rank every single driver for Hendrick Motorsports, every single driver for Joe Gibbs. Just a lot of different things, that you guys can participate in, that you can be a part of. We have a lot of things planned. So even though it's really coming down to be the end, it's not going to be the end. We're going to be bringing stuff all year long. And hopefully you guys will be ready to rock and roll whenever we get to February. I know Truex, you had a pretty tough ending to the year. As high as it was in the middle of the season, it came crashing down here in the playoffs. But hopefully you get something next year. So we are getting ready to do the national anthem. Olguita, I hope I pronounced that correctly. We will mute this and let them do the national anthem.
Gracious God, we gather here this evening with a shared passion for racing. We're grateful for the talent and determination of the drivers, the skill and diligence of the crews, and the enthusiasm and camaraderie of the fans. We ask for your protection over everyone present on and off the track. May the competition be fierce but fair, embodying the spirit of sportsmanship. As engines roar to life, may we remember the still small whisper of your presence among us, guiding, protecting, and inspiring. In your precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
And now to perform our national anthem, please welcome content creator, singer, and actress, Angelica Torres.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right. National anthem is complete. And last thing we're waiting on before we get some action is the most famous words in motorsports, to start your engines. So should be a quick commercial. Turn that down a little bit so you guys can hear. Got Jamie Little, Michael Waltrip in the booth. And then those that want to listen to me can listen to me as well. Hopefully, you guys are settled in, enjoying your favorite beverage. Might have to mix that a little bit. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Let's see, we got Lalis and El Guita on Facebook. If you want to follow us on Facebook, there's a simple way of doing that. All you have to do is go to facebook.com/stuck in the catch fence. We're also on Rumble, Patreon, and for those of you who saw us on YouTube, we are there as well. So bring that down. Or Joseph Michael asks, who is going to win? Well, who do you think, Joe? Who do you think is going to win? I personally got to go with Carson Hocevar. That's the guy I've been riding with for a while now. Who going to win? We do have quite a bit of spread. I don't know if you guys were watching practice for the Cup Series, but it looks like right now the two fastest cars in Cup Series practice among the Championship 4. On the short run, it was Christopher Bell, and then he kind of faded in between like the third to fifth fastest. And then on the long run, it was more Ryan Blaney. Kind of right behind them, but never in the top 3 was William Byron. And then the one that was struggling the most, at least in terms of practice time, was Kyle Larson, which is interesting considering he has had the most amount of time to get ready for his car at Phoenix. Now, I know a lot of things were showing about how high he was running. I mean, literally centimeters off the wall. So, trying to find something, and it's not like they've never been to that track before. So, Kyle Larson could have just been trying to find something. What was surprising to me on my own driver is that Kyle Busch was fastest in practice. I would bet money that doesn't translate tomorrow, Sunday. I will have to see what we're going to do Sunday. I will be at the Bengals-Bills game. I'll be watching the NASCAR race, but I am a Bengals season ticket holder. So either we will have Travis do the show that evening, or we will just provide it on Monday. And I hope it's a good race. I doubt it will be, but I hope it's a good race, but we shall see. So Trux fan says he hopes Kyle Larson wins. We don't have John here. John would tell us that Kevin Harvick's going to win because John is trying to hold on to everything that he has left. That is Kevin Harvick and one more race. So, yeah. But we still love all of you. So, yeah. Joe, want to congratulate you guys on getting your first sectional win there. Joe coaching offense coordinator here at the local high school. First ever sectional win. So congratulations on that. Hopefully you enjoyed that coaching and being a part of that. Sheldon Creed, 2020 champ. Speaking of Sheldon Creed, a lot of stuff going on with him. We really didn't get into it. It's been kind of a hectic last 2 weeks. I've been ungodly busy at work. So the weekly shows have been pushed back a little bit. This week we didn't have one. We were just going to do a live stream tonight. Might do a live stream tomorrow. We'll see how things go out. It really depends on, what my family's got going on. But Sheldon Creed, RCR / leaving RCR / Austin Hill doesn't like him. He's moving to JGR, the worst kept secret. It's crazy. I thought Sheldon Creed did absolutely nothing wrong. I thought he raced hard but fair. I think that Sheldon Creed more often than not has raced hard but fair. So I don't know. I feel like Sheldon Creed got a raw into the deal there in the spotlight by the higher management at Richard Childress Racing, but it is what it is. Christina, that's what I have it on right now is Fox Sports 1. Creed brake checked Hill. Trex, the thing that he was sent hard into that corner and he had no advantage by brake checking. I mean, he was high. If you're going to brake check, you would brake check low because then you could send the guy high up. You brake checking high only sends you up into the wall. So I thoroughly disagree that he brake checked. I think Austin Hill said that because he's the one that sent him into the turn way too hard. And then I think John Hunter Nemechek absolutely just killed everybody for him. And just ruined that race for Austin Hill. Fox Sports 1 shows you a podcast. Where are you at, Christina? Shows you a podcast. Maybe there is a live stream site that you can go to. Hold on. I can help you out here. I will try to look this up while I'm on stream. Normally that does not end well for me. I don't really see anything on my end. Soccer. Care about soccer. Not tonight. Why is it showing soccer?
Visit NASCAR.com/rewards to learn more now. NBA fans, get ready because the first ever NBA in-season tournament is about to begin.
That's not it either.
Then the Joker and his Nuggets begin another historical quest for the NBA Cup when they face Luka, Kyrie, and
I'm not really sure. I'm going to try to help you, Christina. Let me check in with somebody that typically is able to give me the keys to the castle when it comes to the appropriate streams.
What makes me really proud to work at Target is being able to drive change. I feel so accomplished.
All right. 6 minutes past would be no shock that NASCAR is not on time. That's what it is. Looks like we're getting ready to go here in just a minute. If you guys want to, you can let me know who you think is going to win the Xfinity Championship. I believe we got Sam Mayer, Justin Allgaier, John Hunter Nemechek. Oh my God, who's the last one I'm missing? Sam Mayer, Justin Allgaier, John Hunter Nemechek. Why am I blanking? Sam Mayer, John Hunter Nemechek, Justin Allgaier. Oh, and Cole Custer. That's the one I'm missing. And he did get news that he will be back in the 00 next year. You got John Hunter Nemechek, Truce fan? That's probably the right one. And the cars are rolling off pit road. A championship is ready to go down. Looks like we have a decent crowd there at the start-finish line. The most awkward start-finish line of all coming out of turn 3 and 4. Even more awkward than slightly down the front stretch Talladega. That's about the only one that compares due to the new reconfiguration. For Grant Enfinger, this will be the last race for that truck team. Rest in peace to your cup pick. Well, I'm sure that was Truex, right? Your cup pick was Truex, right? Mine was Christopher Bell. Joe knows that I picked Christopher Bell a very, very long time ago. So I am sticking with Christopher Bell. He is at plus 350 odds. Kyle Larson is the favorite, then followed by Blaney, then followed by Byron. So, Truex fan, why are you rooting for Kyle Larson? Why would you not root for Christopher Bell? Man, I am ready to go. I've been waiting all week for this. Enjoy the show. We're going to put one on for you, says Grant Enfinger. I hope he's right. Looks like we got a couple subscribers here recently. Sweet. Appreciate that. If you just now subscribed. We have had 74 people make it to the stream so far, so that's nice. All right, here we go. Because telling you the truth, I just don't think he'll show up on. Oh my God. The truth is supposed to hurt. That Truex fan was too far. I have broken both my wrists. I've had multiple concussions. That really hurt. Brutal. Zane Smith, talking about him right now. He will be moving up to Spire Motorsports, who I will have probably a spicy take next year. I am really, really excited for Spire Motorsports. I probably will be buying some Spire Motorsports stuff with them having Zane and Carson. So that'll be pretty neat. Spire also having an agreement with Trackhouse Racing with that as well. As Chevy, as you know, if you've stayed here for a while, has been taking all the prospects from Ford and Toyota. All right. If you're still here, Christina, I've been giving something that maybe that'll work. See if that works. Whoa, don't show that. If you're there, Christina, maybe that'll work for you. Did Zane win the regular season championship? I would have to look that up. I want to say Ty Majeski was the one that ended up winning the regular season, but I could look that up for you, Truex fan, whenever we get a break. We are getting ready to go racing. Corey Heim, hate to see him in non-Kyle Busch stuff since he did race for Kyle Busch. Do like him a lot. Thank you all for joining. If you have not subscribed to the channel, this is your first time here, feel free to do so. Glad that you have made it in. We got Corey Heim on the front row. joined by Ty Majeski, and a truck championship is underway. Here we go. Corey Heim will go low. Looks like somebody spun some tires there, and we are 3 to 4 wide. Corey Heim, not the greatest to restart. It looks like Sanchez will try to push him, but Sanchez has to get out of it early, and Majeski with the mow on the outside. And Ty Majeski will clear to get the first lead of this race. Ooh, Nick Sanchez got real loose there. Hit Zane Smith ever so slightly. Eckes is loose. Got that dog leg there on the front stretch. A very, very interesting racetrack when it comes to that. That used to be grass back in the day. Now it is concrete, so that track is very, very wide. Enfinger lost a few spots there on that opening. Hocevar ends up staying the same, and Ben Rhodes has moved up 3 spots. He started 6th. He is now in 3rd. Enfinger starting to climb his way up through a little bit. Hocevar so far has stayed the same. So then Zane, Hill, Trucks, all the regular season champs got eliminated in the roundup. That would be correct. Jesse Love will be moving to RCR in Xfinity next year that they were just talking about. That will be the one replacing Sheldon Creed. Again, thank you guys for joining us here for the live stream / watch party. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Friday evening. My name is Ryan Peters. I'll be with you for the entirety of this race. And we have a spin. Friesen goes around. It looks like everybody else will be okay. So we do have a caution. Stuart Friesen's truck looks to be okay. I'm sure he got some help there. They said Kraus is the one that ended up hitting Friesen to cause that early yellow. We're only 5 laps in. This will be a quick race. I mean, we're only talking 150 laps. So Friesen up top. Oh, yeah, just getting loose. Not able to hold the turn there was Kraus. And that ends up putting him up into the wall and causing the first caution of the race. Enfinger there. That could have been a very, very short championship run there for Enfinger. He gained a couple spots by them spinning out. He's now back up to where he started. Hocevar's only moved up 1 spot. Rhodes has moved up 3 spots, and Corey Heim lost the lead on the very opening of this race, and we are at a caution. So you wanted to know who the Truck Series champion, Truck Series regular season champion. I thought it was Ty Majeski. It was Corey Heim. It was Corey Heim, Truex fan. So there you go. So unfortunately for your stat, you don't have to worry about regular season champs all getting eliminated. Corey Heim is in the championship race. No problem, buddy. If you are new here to the channel, let me know how you found us. Be appreciative of that. And feel free to stick around for a while, join in on the chat. And, you know, if you want to be part of the Stuck in the Catch Fence community, you are very much welcome to be here. We are also on Rumble. Facebook as well. I know a few of you have been commenting on Facebook. Appreciate that. Currently, right now, the top 10, we got Majeski, Corey Heim, Ben Rhodes, Nick Sanchez, Zane Smith, Chase Purdy, Christian Eckes, Taylor Gray, one of the two Grays, Jesse Love, and Rajah Caruth. As you can tell, I'm sharing the raw feed here from the actual NASCAR itself. Up in the top, it says fan rewards. I will say this is not a plug. I don't have any sponsors. But fan rewards is like one of the greatest things out of all sports that they do. All you have to do, I can show you guys right here. It's one of the coolest things. It's free. If you go to NASCAR races, it's great. If you don't, and all you do is watch, let me show you real quick. Can I be bigger? Enter full screen. That's not what I wanted to do. All right. Let me stop the screen share real quick because I want to show you this. So on my phone right here, it says check in. It's free to check in. So if you check in right there, like it shows, it's going to be terrible because of the screen. As you can see right there, I checked in, and if you go to your thing, like right here, I have 11,000 points just simply by going to races and watching races. You can get free tickets starting around 3,000 points for truck races, 4,000, I believe, for Xfinity, and then 5,000 to 6,000 for Cup Series races. And that's all for free that you can do all that stuff right there. And it's great. You know, you can get autographed stuff. So every time that you watch a race, you have an opportunity to win some free NASCAR stuff. And I can't tell you how great it is. It's cool. I haven't cashed out any of my stuff this year. I will at some point. And we are back to racing here. This time it will be... No, actually, they're going to restart the exact same way. Corey Heim down low. Corey Heim looks to get a little bit of a better start. We got almost a four-wide battle. Ben Rhodes in the middle. Corey Heim, will he send it up? Oh, he doesn't have enough, but he's going to make it work. No, actually, they're going to be right next to each other. It will be Majeski. I think Majeski will roll off this a little bit better. He does roll off turn 4 better. And Majeski will again take the lead. And we stay the same when it goes to Majeski, Heim, Rhodes, and Sanchez. Hocevar moved up 2 spots. Enfinger moved up a few more spots. So we almost have all 4 championship drivers in the top 10. Jesse Love, the big loser on that restart, he dropped at least 5 spots. Hocevar on the inside of Zane Smith. We'll see if this recycles here in just a second. So, because it shows Zane Smith in 7, and Hocevar is right behind him. And Hocevar is in 8th place now. So, Hocevar making up some ground on that restart compared to the restart that we had just a second ago. Hocevar running the apron, and that allows Eckes to get beside him. Heim is half a second behind Ty Majeski, and Ben Rhodes is 1 second behind Majeski and about a little over half a second behind Heim. So Enfinger just behind them in 11th. And we have a pretty good race so far. Again, welcome everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Sunday. I'm used to doing this on Sunday. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Friday evening. And Enfinger will gain a spot, and he will be right behind Hocevar in 10th place. Some good moving so far between guys in the middle of the pack. Again, these trucks and Xfinity cars usually run these short tracks so much better than what we've seen out of the Cup Series. I don't know what you guys thought. I wasn't a fan of Martinsville. It's not the Martinsville that I know and love. Just not my cup of tea with what the Cup Series has been able to offer so far. And now Enfinger looks to get on the inside. Gets a little bit loose there coming out of 4. Will drop down low in the dog leg. Give up a little bit of time. Hocevar running that almost apron line. It looks like he's able to run it good until the very end, and he just can't make the throttle stick there at the end. He gets close to Eckes, but I mean, when you're running that low, you have no momentum because you have no banking. Ty Majeski running out on this lead. It's now up to a second. Heim a second ahead of Ben Rhodes. So there you go. If you're watching on Fox Sports 1 right now, you can see Majeski pulling away. Majeski had a really, really good year. Surprised that he was not able to make it into the championship for. If you guys ever have any ideas for what you would like to see from the channel, some of the most successful stuff that we did this year was doing this exact same thing, these live streams for / watch parties for the SRX series. And those were an absolute blast. A lot of you guys joined in. A lot of you guys have fun. I didn't know how this would go, 10 o'clock on a Friday night, but so far we've had quite a few of you here. Quite a few of you joined in the conversation. So hopefully you're enjoying it as well. Ben Rhodes is dropping quick. I see Nick Sanchez probably passing him soon as Zane Smith gets on the inside of Chase Purdy. Chase Purdy says, "You look a lot faster than me. Go ahead and take it." Rolling with the root beer whiskey tonight. Let me know if you guys have ever tried that. Root beer, pretty good stuff. There's Matt Crafton, also known as Dad Strength. Nobody will probably be talking shit to Matt Crafton anytime soon. Shout out there to Kyle Busch Motorsports. This will be the last race for them as they will be acquired by Spire Motorsports. Nice little tribute there. Sucks to know that there won't be a Kyle Busch Motorsports. That was, really a lot of the primary reasons why I watched the truck series was to see who Kyle Busch was bringing into the sport. And it just won't be the same. So as we head to a commercial on Fox Sports 1, if you're not able to watch on TV, the current running order, we got Ty Majeski, Corey Heim, Ben Rhodes, Nick Sanchez, Zane Smith, Chase Purdy, Taylor Gray, Christian Eckes, Carson Hocevar, Grant Enfinger, your top 10. If you're going who's racing for the championship, that would be the Corey Heim, Ben Rhodes trucks in second and third. And then the 9th place and 10th place, Carson Hocevar and Grant Enfinger. So all 3 manufacturers being shown in this, with Corey Heim being a Toyota, Ben Rhodes being the blue oval, and Carson Hocevar and Grant Enfinger rocking the bow tie. We will have qualifying tomorrow for the NASCAR Cup Series race. That race will be run at 3 p.m. on Sunday. And then the Xfinity race tomorrow, I believe, starts at 7. And again, depending upon what my schedule looks like, might be running that as well. We'll see. You guys have been great so far. And if you would like to be part of the Xfinity Championship, let me know. Definitely could find a way to make that happen. If you say, you know what, I'm just free on a Sunday night, or I keep wanting to say Sunday to doing this on a Friday. If you're going to be free on a Friday night, I'd rather just check in tonight and watch it on my own tomorrow. Completely cool with that. Just glad that you guys are here. So far with you guys, we have had a total of 156 people check in. So that's always great. If you don't mind and you would like to like this stream so far, that will help the algorithm and get it out so that there's more of you guys in here that get the opportunity to see it. And anything to help bring people to this channel, it's always free to like, it's always free to subscribe, and that helps bring more and more people, NASCAR fans like yourself, the ability to watch this race. So Ben Rhodes now at a 5-second disadvantage time-wise to Majeski. Majeski running away with this. Hocevar and Enfinger have been stuck right around that 10-second mark as well. A lot of people complaining of a tight truck. These guys ran practice and qualifying during the day, so it's not too surprising that these trucks are changing as it is pitch black outside right now in Phoenix, Arizona. If you have never been to Phoenix, I highly, highly suggest you do so. It is an absolute wonderful city.
Thank you, Amanda. They absolutely do. They just have this dynamic, this chemistry together. And that man, Jeff Hensley, has been around for so long. Won the 1990 Xfinity Championship with Chuck Truck Series since '04. And to have another shot at it tonight with Grant Enfinger is pretty special.
So we got 16 to go here in the stage. Stage 1. Now it's 15 as Ty Majeski crosses the line. And then we will have another crazy, crazy restart. It'll be interesting to see what happens after our first pit stops tonight. A lot of guys will be working on their cars for the very first time. They did have practice, but again, the conditions were very, very different than what we had so far to begin this race. And now Zane Smith looks to go around Ben Rhodes. And Zane Smith will use a lap car to kind of run Ben Rhodes off his line. And Ben Rhodes will have to concede the spot. Last year's Truck Series champion, leaving Front Row Motorsports, said that if you would like to go look for another ride, we're going to stick it out with Todd Gilliland and Michael McDowell, re-upping both of those drivers. So Zane will be moving to Spire Motorsports next year, so that's exciting. I know he definitely wanted to win a championship or have an opportunity to defend his championship, but will not be able to do so. 12 to go here. Hocevar and Enfinger moved up to 8th and 9th as we have a television timeout here on the Fox Sports 1 broadcast. Thanks for listening. We are probably going to be back with about 8 laps to go in stage 1. Ty Majeski leads it, followed by Corey Heim, Zane Smith, and then Ben Rhodes. Nick Sanchez caps off the top 5. Chase Purdy, Christian Eckes, Carson Hocevar, Grant Enfinger, and Taylor Gray wrap up the top 10. Rajah Caruth has fallen out. Jesse Love started in the top 10. He is falling down. Matt Crafton, nothing to write home about. Haley Deegan, all the way down in 31st place. She is a lap down. Travis and I have had the conversation multiple times, and Travis firmly believes that Haley Deegan will do much better in an Xfinity car than she will in a truck. So we shall see. I wouldn't say that I'm pessimistic with Haley. I've never held her to a very, very high standard. I think the most impressive thing she did this year was her SRX top 3. with the drivers that were in that. I mean, that was fun to watch that. I'm glad that she does, broaden her horizons when it comes to racing. Also, she just got engaged, so all you single men that thought you had a chance and never did, that's locked up. So, I will. It'll be interesting because if you think about Haley Deegan, if she ever does get to the Cup Series, number one, will she get to the Cup Series? Will somebody give her that opportunity? And if she does, let's say she runs just as good as Danica Patrick did. Will that be considered a successful career? That I don't know. That'll probably be something that we do on a let's talk about it. And, always fascinated by you guys. The last let's talk about it we did was a Kyle Busch one, and whether or not the RCR marriage is working and whether or not this was a successful year. And over 600 of you ended up watching that. YouTube decided they were finally going to let something stream out for me. So I said it would be 7 or 8 to go. It is 7 to go. Ooh, Majeski a little bit loose there. Now it's 6 to go. Here in stage 1, Corey Heim has gotten within a second. Majeski, I think that truck is fading away. Again, said he got loose there. So he definitely has a chance at fighting for this stage. He is now almost half a second out. I don't know if it's the lap traffic or just the fact that this is, a 40 lap run and Corey Heim's truck is coming into it and Ty Majeski's is falling off. But now it is right in front. So coming off of turn 2, Corey Heim cuts off 0.2 of a second. I mean, at this point, Corey Heim definitely has a chance to win the stage, which means absolutely nothing other than the fact he'll lead them down to pit road more than likely for a pit stop. But it's good to see Corey Heim. If you're a Corey Heim fan, I mean, he just simply is running down Majeski. Majeski looks like he's having a hard time off of exit. That car is not staying on the same line. And as you see it there, it just comes off a little bit. There he goes. Another wiggle off of exit. Majeski is fighting that truck right now. Corey Heim with 3 laps to try to grab the lead. He will send it way down low, trying to roll the center. He will not get to the quarter panel. Majeski has been running really, really low. Now I have to run middle with the 2 lap cars, and that will bring the lap car right in front of him, and getting a little bit loose there was Heim. So 2 to go. Heim closes the gap in middle, and then off center, you see another wiggle out of the back of Majeski. He is working the wheel here for these final 2 laps, trying to grab the stage. A little bit stronger, but not enough. And I think Corey Heim's going to win this. He might come out of the lead here on the dog leg. They are dead center going into 3 and 4. A better line for Majeski if he can hold the outside. And he will be able to hold the outside. So Heim will check in second place. Can he hold down low? He will send it down low. I think he's got enough to do it. And he will. A good hard fight there at the end. But Ty Majeski will win stage 1. Corey Heim, the first championship driver, will be second. Ben Rhodes falls into 4th place. And then we'll have Hocevar and Enfinger in 8th and 9th. Those are your 4 championship drivers. So take note. Corey Heim's truck. Not great on restarts, but 40 laps in. Really, really came into that one. Truex fan says he's back. Welcome back. Glad to have you, buddy. I feel like something sticky there. I think we're all right. So, stage 1 coming to an end. 45 laps, 104 to go. We got Ty Majeski, Corey Himes, Zane Smith, Ben Rhodes, Nick Sanchez, Chase Purdy, Christian Eckes, Carson Hocevar, Grant Enfinger, and then Taylor Gray. And living in the past as Truex fan, I can't get Homestead out of my head. I just can't believe it ended like that for Truex. Well, buddy, unfortunately for Truex, it felt like it ended a possibility of 3 or 4 separate times. I mean, you got 2 top 15s in the entire playoffs. That's bad. And home, at Martinsville, I mean, he speeds on pit road, even though he has the first stall. And then the next time they come in, the jack goes flying against the wall. So, it's been kind of rough. Not kind of rough. It's been pretty horrible for Truex, who usually is a guy that just, steady Eddie and goes about his business, but a horrible playoffs for him. Truex fan, yes, they have.
KFC's tornado got fill up box. Making a chicken night with KFC $20 fill up box.
Your best defense against erosion.
Got a few of you guys sharing on Facebook. Appreciate that.
Actively shields the enamel to defend against erosion and cavities. I think that this product is a game changer for my patients. It really works.
75 years.
If you guys are on Facebook, let me know how you found us. I appreciate it. Looks like we got Jake Hillison watching on Facebook. Thank you, sir. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. If you are new here to the channel, let me know how you found the channel. If you've never commented before, let me know how you found the channel. It's always great hearing. I know Truex fan found us on our shorts. Those will be coming in more and more. Will be a more permanent thing. Looks like we got Andrea Malthouse just followed us on Facebook. Thank you, Andrea. Just talking about how people found us. I don't know if you guys are local. I'm from Southeast Indiana. So I'm not sure if it's a local thing. I have no idea how a lot of these algorithms work. Sometimes people find us through our shorts, sometimes long content, sometimes Facebook. Let me know where you guys have been. If you want to see all the ways you can find us, I'll pop that up here real quick. These are the different ways that you can pop up and see us again on Facebook, Patreon, and Rumble. So there you go. I primarily run this to where I can see you guys on YouTube. I have to then look for you on Facebook. Let me see if I can see who all is watching on Facebook. Sometimes it shows me, sometimes it doesn't. It's very finicky. We just got done with pit stops. We'll run that order here in just a second. Pop over to this. That's not what I wanted at all. Thanks a lot, Facebook. Thanks a lot, Zuckerberg. Okay. Stuck in the catch fence. Let's see who's with us. Let's see if I can see who is with us. Live video. Or muted so I don't have to hear myself multiple times. Why is this so difficult? There we go. I think I got it now.
Get up to $1,000 on a Disney dining promo card with a 5-night, 4-day non-discounted room and ticket package at select Disney Resort hotels.
We're ready to roll. Chat. How's being in? How's Ben in 13th? I don't know. I was talking to you guys. Let's see. Let me check the great Twitter sphere and see if I can get an answer for you, buddy. Tanner Gray sped on pit road. Not good. GMS 4 tires for fuel and adjustments to free Grant Finger up, so he was tight. Lack of grip from Carson Hocevar. Looking, I'm not seeing anything else. I haven't seen anything so far. Truex fan. Let's see if anything else pops up. Show post. So as they come out of the pits, Hocevar's the big winner. I mean, Corey Heim is in first. Carson Hocevar is in fourth. Ben Rhodes is in 11th. So he definitely fell. And Finger in 12th. So see if they show Hocevar. 42 crew had a great pit stop for Hocevar. I don't see anything about what happened to Ben Rhodes. Just says he had a slow stop, buddy. A long stop. That's it. That's it. He had a long stop. So Korheim again is first. Hocevar, the big winner there, getting up to fourth. And then Finger outside of the top 10. As we're getting ready to go here. Let's see how Hocevar. Everybody sounds like they've been free. That's the number one thing that everybody is saying on the radio is that their truck, they want freed up. Everybody is saying that they're tight. So let's see if those things change. Corey Heim on the top now instead of the bottom. He has had 2 restarts on top and did not have the lead after those 2 restarts. Green flag underway. Heim looks to get a solid lead. Yeah, it looks like the top way is the way to go. He will clear Majeski, and Majeski will have a battle with Zane Smith. Smith able to hold on to the throttle going into the backstretch, and now Hocevar has Gray underneath him. Rhodes has fallen back some. Enfinger's gained 1 spot. Rhodes has fallen back even more. Enfinger gains another spot, so he's up 3 spots. Rhodes the big loser after that. Hocevar looks like he has cleared Taylor Gray. Enfinger now looks to get on the inside of Eckes to gain another spot. Enfinger charging through now. Oh, and we have a caution. Do we know what? Oh, some big damage there on Chris Hacker. That truck will probably be done for the night. Truex fan, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thanks for joining us, buddy. So Marco Andretti is struggling. And Hacker, that truck is jacked up.
Chris Hacker from Noblesville, Indiana.
Okay, Chris Hacker from Noblesville, not too far. That's on the outskirts of Indianapolis. Chris Hacker looks like he's waiting for Mr. Andretti to go by and gives him a couple finger points. So they go to break for the caution.
Today we're trying McDonald's 2 new limited sauces. Sweet and spicy jam and combo sauce. This is good. Oh. Hey. Oh. It really has a kick.
So we're under caution here. 56 laps in, 94 still to go. Nobody will be pitting because they all just pitted at the end of stage 1. Got Corey Himes, Zane Smith, Ty Majeski, Carson Hocevar, Taylor Gray, Jake Garcia, Grant Enfinger, Christian Eckes, Chase Purdy, and Stuart Friesen, with Ben Rhodes, the last of the championship 4, down in 13th after a poor pit stop and a poor restart.
Run payroll. Paying my team with Gusto takes just a few clicks. They automatically file my taxes for me, too.
Can I run payroll too? Choose payroll without the pain. That's working with Gusto.
1 gram sugar, 20 grams protein, 100% delicious. That's the one you want. A classic, cheesy, crunchy blast of flavor packing 14 grams of protein. New One Puffs. They ran a red light.
My life changed.
I'll never forget the sound of the crash.
I just want the pain to go away.
I want them to be held accountable. I want someone who can help me.
We can help. Call Young, Reverman, and Maisie today.
Maybe a red one will help you see it from a different slant.
Yes! I got it! We'll build it like this.
Perfecto!
Red Bull gives you wings.
Maria's ready to buy her first home. But a down payment and closing costs, those are big checks. Good thing I have big news.
All right.
Come on. When you buy with Rocket Homes,
See if anything is happening on the radio so far.
Yeah, and one you can get only with Rocket. Isn't that a good deal? That's a good deal, right? Visit onlywithrocket.com to get started today.
Let's go.
Everything they've tasted until now was just practice for this.
Oh my goodness.
Marco Andretti has been announced that he's done for the night.
Look how that thing drizzle on there. The way it's glistening, stop. Oh my.
So Hacker and Andretti will be finished after that wreck. Still haven't seen the replay on what happened. And looks like the broadcast is back on.
All running in the top 13 right now. As you see, Corey Heim is now the leader. He's led 10 laps and counting. It is a championship night. We're going to crown one of these 4 drivers here. Not too long from now, boys.
Great onboard views of these guys, differing issues.
I want to thank everybody that's joined in. We are currently up to 203 people that have joined us this evening. So thank you guys. Ooh, man, well, that's a hard hit. Chris Hacker hit hard.
And you see Chris Hacker and his response, shaking a finger at Marco Andretti.
It looked like possibly Marco changed lanes a little bit and caught Hacker.
Man, that's tough. Tough hit there.
Glad to see him out of that truck though.
A lot of cleanup there as we continue here. There's Marco Andretti, best known for being an IndyCar driver, and of course, that famous last name. Mario Andretti is his grandfather. Michael Andretti is his dad, and he'll take that ride to the infield care center before we can hear from him. Well, we'll step aside. Stage number 2.
Looks like we got another
45 miles.
commercial here as they fix the safer barrier.
With wet AMD, sometimes I worry my world is getting smaller because of my sight. But now, I can open up my world with Vabysmo.
Again, just waiting to go back live here.
Wet AMD that improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments, which means doing more of what I love. Vabysmo is the only treatment designed to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an active swelling in or around your eye, or are allergic to it or any of its ingredients. Treatments like Vabysmo can cause eye infection or retinal detachment. Vabysmo may cause a temporary increase in eye pressure after receiving the injection. Although uncommon, there is a potential risk of heart attack or stroke associated with blood clots.
Open up your world.
A chance for up to 4 months between treatments with Vabysmo. Ask your doctor.
For breakfast, you want something simple and tasty. Like, wait, how does Taco Bell not have a breakfast taco? I mean, you're Taco Bell. You thought to put a burrito inside a quesadilla. You don't have a breakfast taco? You have all the ingredients. Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, savory sauce.
I don't normally agree with Pete, but he's right.
That stings, Rhonda, but thank you. The all-new toasted breakfast taco. Simple and tasty. I did that. I made that happen.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, and I saved hundreds. With the money I saved, I started a dog walking business. I was a bit nervous at first, but then I figured, it's just walking, right? Oh! No, it's just a bunny! Calm down, Taco. Say, that doesn't stop. Sesame, no, Walter, don't! No, you're lucky you're so cute. Only pay for what you need.
Oh, I'm just waiting on this to go green. I've had 200 of you guys here following on. Heidi was looking for NASCAR channels on Rumble to follow. All right.
I probably served my country, but struggle also really life. US Vets helped me when I needed the most. I am now an artist with a place to call home. Join US Vets on the mission to end mental homelessness. Make Camel your cause to honor US Vets.
Proudly salute our nation's veterans and the organizations that serve them every day. Veterans deserve to live in dignity and independence, not on the streets. That's why we're making Camo our cause this Veterans Day in support of and to honor U.S. Vets campaign. Post wear your camo on social and hashtag honor U.S. Vets. And visit honor.us.
There you go. Happy Mars. They are on Rumble. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening there, buddy. Had quite a few of you here watch the channel on Rumble. Always got to make sure I go back and forth to see you guys. Unfortunately, there's not a great way to see something on one channel and not on the other. So, Happy Mars, if you would like to join us, feel free to follow. Bring you information all the time when it comes to NASCAR. We do live streams. We do shorts. We do long version content, short version content, whatever it is, news that you're looking for. Love to bring all of that to you. And if you feel like you would like to join, feel free to do so. That was a hard hit there, but I kind of surprised that we haven't got the safer barrier fixed yet.
Usually, for me, when I start to kind of feel the butterfly, will be before the race, right before intros, as we're going to hop in the back of the pace trucks. Everybody else at this point is being carved off in the back of the trucks and then taking their ride around, and the last 4 playoff guys are still loading up. I feel like I'm a person that really focuses on myself, so that's the main
Man, Corey Heim looks like a 5-year-old compared to those other guys. That's hilarious.
People are coming around.
tonight. Don't ruin the opportunity. Something stupid like that.
My past, I really feel like that pressure makes me better. I really like being in this position. I've always, felt pressure being a good thing, and it motivates me to be better.
You don't need pressure. I think we're plenty capable of winning a championship. We've won the most races.
I know there's going to be pressure, but there's pressure every week. I don't know if there's going to be an excessive.
In the last race there for GMS Racing would be, I'm sure, nice in Infinger's mind to go out with a championship for that series or that team's last race. So we're about an hour, a little less than that, hour into the race. We're almost at halfway. Have not had a lot of green flags in this stage, but we are almost halfway through it. So Corey Heim, Zane Smith, Ty Majeski, Carson Hocevar, Taylor Gray, your top five. Then we got Garcia, Enfinger, Eckes, Purdy, and Stuart Friesen for the top 10. We are finally ready to go back to some green flag racing. Zane Smith looks to get a solid restart next to Corey Heim. It will be a drag race into 3 and 4. Zane Smith is there. Can he get side by side coming off? No, he will not. It will be Corey Heim that's able to get the better run coming off of that. Enfinger again moving up. Enfinger has got around Hocevar. Welcome to the top 5. Enfinger, he was the worst of the qualifiers. Ben Rhodes, a decent restart here. Looks like he is almost in the top 10. Now just behind Kraus. Ty Majeski, the one that led that entire first stage, he has dropped back to third place. And Carson Hocevar, who started that restart fourth, is now down to ninth. Now works his way back up to eighth. So a horrible restart there by Carson Hocevar, whose team gained him about 5 to 6 spots on pit road. Ben Rhodes just outside the top 10. So Enfinger having something to say as the night goes on, but Heim has been the short run car out of these 4 teams, and by far had the best long run car. But you won't have a long run here. We only got 22 laps left here in this stage. After the stage went almost caution free in the first stage, we had 5 laps in. Outside of that, we had 35 laps of green flag racing. So we will have a quick pause after stage 2. But we got 21 laps of green flag hopefully green flag racing. We'll see if Enfinger, who is 1.6 seconds out, he is the closest one to challenge Heim. Rhodes trying to get on the inside of Kraus, unable to do so there in turn 2. Ben Rhodes had the opposite of the Hocevar effect on pit road. Ben Rhodes was in 4th place, went all the way back to 11th. Hocevar was in about 8th or 9th place and went all the way up to 4th. But Enfinger's been the one on the track doing all the work compared to these other guys. Granted, Heim hasn't had to. He's been high enough up there in 1st or 2nd place. Oh, and we got a tire rub here. That looks like Rajah Caruth. It is Rajah Caruth. Trying to find out here. Curry goes up a little bit. And Bailey just loses the front or the back end of that car and goes straight into Rajah Caruth. Now that could work itself out, that tire rub, but it's happening on the front stretch. Usually you only see tire rub on the turn, but if you're going to see it on the front and back stretch, usually that'll cut down tire. Ben Rhodes has worked his way into the top 10. Carson Hocevar has done nothing since getting into 8th place. Hocevar trying to run down Eckes, but Purdy's trying to run down Hocevar. Majeski 0.8 of a second out. Zane Smith a second behind Majeski, and Enfinger about 0.8 of a second behind Smith, 2.5 seconds behind Corey Heim altogether. So we are 73 laps. We are 2 laps away from being halfway through, and so far Corey Heim looks like the guy to beat. Enfinger has been making up ground. If he can find his way into second place on a restart, he might be the one right now that has a chance to challenge Heim. But so far, no go, as he is now losing ground to Zane Smith. That's interesting. They're bringing up now that, Corey Heim won Bristol, which seems like an eternity ago, and that locked him in the championship 4. Travis's Burn It Down mentioned the fact how different the schedules are. And with a month being out, Corey Heim and his team have had so long to prepare for this race. And at least early, you can see the benefit of that. Now, what's also interesting on the other side of it for the Cup Series, the one that had the longest to prepare for Phoenix would have been Kyle Larson, and he was the slowest one in practice out of the 4. So you figure it out. I don't know. We are going to a caution. And right now, the current top 10, Corey Heim is in first, Ty Majeski second, Zane Smith third, Grant Enfinger in fourth, Jake Garcia fifth, Taylor Gray in sixth, Christian Eckes. Good run there so far for Taylor Gray. Christian Eckes in seventh, Hocevar in eighth, Chase Purdy in ninth, and Ben Rhodes in 10th. Hocevar has been able to do nothing since sliding back on the restart. Ben Rhodes able to gain a couple spots, mainly getting around Derek Krause. And Grant Enfinger got up to fourth, but has pretty much stayed there. Again, if you have been here for a while or new to the channel, unfortunately, we're going to be entering the off-season part. This is the first off-season that we've had stuck in the catch fence. If there's anything that you would like to see, any content that you would stick around for or be a part of, let us know. We'd love to be able to bring you something that entertains you. We got our own ideas, but at the end of the day, this channel is here to be run by and entertained by you, the viewer. So, yeah, always accepting of ideas. Would like to get people more a part of this, whether it's in the chat, whether it's going to the Patreon, supporting that way. Don't really push the Patreon, but we have special things there to where we have opportunities to talk to just us, be a part of some shout outs, be a part of your own, one-way show, just to be included upon that and all the NASCAR news, or part of a conversation purely based around what you want. And if you would like to support the show that way, you can. Would love to be a part of that with you guys as well. And we have a caution. Looks like Tyler Hill in the back of his truck has some damage on that Toyota. And it looks like everybody will be coming down to pit road. So this could possibly be the last pit stop. They will be good on fuel after this pit stop. So this could be a good money stop, which, this is a truck series. I'm sure we'll have more cautions than what we have, but this could definitely be good for where we're at when it comes to position on the track. and a really, really slow right rear tire stop there for Hocevar. That's going to hurt. And not everybody came down. Wow. Okay. So it looks like the only one that came down was Hocevar. So we'll probably go green with about 8 to 7 laps to go as we see Tyler Hill. Looks like he just lost it. So Hocevar, I would guess, doesn't come down and to pit road at the end of the stage unless he comes for 2 tires. If he doesn't come down, he'll automatically be first. So deciding to go off cycle will be Carson Hocevar. He was the only one out of the championship 4 that came down. And again, stage points don't matter. The only thing that matters is winning this race or being first out of the top 4.
This race goes on. Well, Sunday on Fox, it's one of the biggest games of the year. Dallas versus Philly. Dak versus Jalen. And America's game of the week. The next chapter in this historic rivalry kicks off Sunday at 4 Eastern on Fox. The kids having some fun throwing the old football.
The Lions might be that's why they're not.
Hey, they were in the promo last week. You got to take it when you get it, all right?
Absolutely.
What a year they've been having, though. I love your head coach.
Me too.
Like how he coaches those athletes, fires them up, Michael.
Yeah,
Fit himself. I wouldn't mess with that man.
NFL on Fox is so fun to watch on Sunday afternoons. It'll be a good winter of football.
It really is.
Let's choose it up, guys. We know where Hines going to go up top. Pretty much split. And that's because you can go anywhere. You can go everywhere. So you don't want to give up a lane. Parsons to the bottom there.
I like restarting from the outside when you have the choice like Corey Hine. We saw that play out earlier today in the Arc of an Art Series race. Every restart, the outside prevailed.
So after pit stops,
That Tricon Garage, what they've been able to do this year with Johnny Gray.
I doubt Hocevar starts 12th. I could be wrong. They may have been that many people that pitted after him.
He went from Kyle Busch Motorsports over to Tricon, brought on Scott Zipadelli. Scott told me, he said, there he is right there in the middle. Said he had something to prove to himself. He had a struggle of a year last year, made a change for his life, his career, and it's paid off. It's just, it's like lightning in a bottle, you know, when you get that kind of relationship and that chemistry with a young driver like Corey Hine.
So we got Corey Heim, Ty Majeski, Zane Smith, Grant Enfinger, Taylor Gray, Ben Rhodes, Jesse Love, Stephen Parsons, Colby Howard, Daniel Dye, Parsons, Love, Parsons, Eckes. No, not really Eckes, but Love, Parsons, Howard, and Dye. Definitely some new guys up in the top 10. And Colby Howard as well. Enfinger pushing Majeski. I don't know if it's going to be enough. He says, no, it's not. I want to go on the inside of you and trying to gain some spots here. Ooh, and Heim runs really, really high, but is able to carry it at the end of the turn and will easily clear those trucks. Enfinger did not gain much ground. He might actually drop a spot here. Ben Rhodes has worked his way back up. So Ben Rhodes got a huge run here. Might try to go on the inside of Enfinger here in turn 1 and 2. No, it said we'll stick on the outside. Enfinger slides way up the track, and there goes Rhodes around him. Enfinger definitely sent that one in way too fast. And now Rhodes looks to go on the inside of Zane Smith. So a huge gain here. Hocevar quick with some new tires. He looks like he's moved up to 8th place. So this is a nice looking spot here for Hocevar. So Heim again with the lead. So we got Heim, Zane Smith, Ty Majeski, Taylor Gray, Christian Eckesman, Rhodes, Grant Enfinger, Chase Purdy, Jake Garcia, Jesse Love, and then Carson Hocevar, the one that pitted on that cycle. 5 laps to go here in stage 2. Looks like somebody's on the inside of Enfinger. I'm guessing that would be Garcia. Zane Smith running a slightly higher line than Corey Heim. And Chase Purdy now has Enfinger on the inside of him. Tries to side draft him to no avail. Purdy will down there on the bottom, and Enfinger will fall back. Good turns 1 and 2 there. Hocevar on the inside of Garcia trying to gain a spot. Hocevar currently in 10th place after that pit. Can't do nothing for Garcia even though he has the fresher tires. 3 laps to go. We're on lap 88 of 150. We'll have a short intermission here. A drink break / bathroom break here. We've been going at it for 90 straight minutes here on the channel. Corey Heim trying to win stage 2, even though for the guys in the top 4, the stage points mean nothing. For the guys that aren't in it, that means more. It would mean something for the owner's points, but does not mean anything for the driver championship here. So Rhodes has went up. Enfinger's fallen back. Hocevar pitted. But Corey Heim, so far, he just looks like the truck to beat. White flag here on stage number 2. Zane Smith trying to give him a little bit of a look inside, a little peeksy. And then falls back after Corey Heim has a much better center and end of turn 2. And Corey Heim will find the green and white checkered flag. He looks like the best car so far tonight, and he was the best car in stage 2. So we will take a quick 10-minute break.
only did he lose a lot of position by staying.
All right, we're back. Corey Heim lost a spot. Taylor Rhodes. Ben Rhodes gains 2. Grant Enfinger stays the same. And Carson Hocevar will be the one leading by running a different pit strategy. Now that he's got track position, can he keep it, or will Corey Heim say, hey, that's my spot, man. That's my spot. I'll be coming back for it. We shall see. See if we got... So Corey Heim will start around 14th or 15th, it says. What happened? What? Oh, okay, because everybody pitted. I got you.
Jam and mambo sauce for a little time. Who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
Dad, would you rather time travel to the past or the future?
I'll go back 20 minutes so I can eat this ham, turkey, and beef roast all over again.
But you could just go back to the old big buffet right now.
On top travel?
I get a pet pterodactyl.
What?
His name is Moon.
You tripping right now. What's the real product that has everyone saying? No, do it. All new Snake Oil, Wednesday on Fox.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Got some guys asking me about jumping in online, but I'm already online. Ekis is the leader. Host of our 4th. Zane Smith will be 17th. Zane Smith was the first truck that pitted. Corey Heim will be 18th, Ben Rhodes 19th, and Grant Enfinger 22nd. So by changing the strategy, Hocevar has a huge advantage based upon where he is at track position wise. Will that be enough? Hocevar's going to have to find some speed. He hasn't been by the quickest out of those 4. Some would say, battling back in the back more than any of them. But we shall see. So we have some chaos. Will these guys be able to move through traffic? It's about a 15 lap difference on tires.
There's just no choreography. They can't do their jobs like they're trained to because he's too close to the wall, causing him to lose valuable time.
So he's not only a foot ahead of him, but he's about a foot over toward the left side of the wall, which made everything.
All right, so we got 50 laps. We got 33% of this race left to crown a Truck Series champion. A lot of these guys, Enfinger is the one that's moved up through traffic the most. He's by far the only one that's been back this far in traffic. So, he'll be the only one that's actually had to work through traffic. Corey Heim's been out 1-2 the entire race. So, Ekis up front, Purdy, Garcia, and then Hocevar. And if you're Hocevar, you want to clear these guys as quickly as you possibly can. Oh, we got some rubbing racing on the bottom there. Not really teammates, but a technical alliance there between Purdy and Nick Sanchez. And Stuart Friesen says, see ya. Man, look at this. Ben Rhodes right on top. 4 wide in turn 3 and 4. Heim is in 12th. Rhodes is right behind him. Enfinger now going on the inside of these guys. Enfinger gaining some spots. Heim gets a good run off 3 and 4. Hocevar is going backwards. Man, this is wild. We got a replay here. Ben Rhodes, as the car in front of him spins his tires. I mean, absolute chaos. And we got a wreck. So we got, looks like Tanner Jones. Oh, Connor Jones. Excuse me. I can't tell who the other one is, the 61. So Enfinger. So Heim and Enfinger are 11-12. They've moved up about 6 spots, and Rhodes is 14th. And Carson Hocevar is listed as in 4th. He has made up nothing. I just don't know if Hocevar has the speed. Hocevar's going to need some help.
Nearly hit by the 20, I think, of Nick Lights. Big crashes tonight, huh? They have been. Great job by the 20 squeezing through there.
So we have a caution with 100 on the 102nd lap, 48 to go.
There's action all over the racetrack, and these hits have been brutal back in the pack.
Like Michael said, I don't know how we ran 2 or 3 laps before something like this happened. And Ben Rhodes, we were looking at the replay of his restart where this crash happened. I mean, he was really in a bind. I think he might have been 6 wide at one point.
Says the restart's under a review from Bob Pockross.
I was watching this truck, obviously is bright orange, and looked like he was getting squeezed from the inside and the outside. Let's watch this again. There's the restart. Look at him squeezing in this hole. It doesn't look like it's even there.
Not sure who they would be looking for.
There's the 66 of Jones and the 61 of Jake Drew. Look how tight they are.
This is just before the contact.
And look on the bottom. There's Corey Hahn just trying and hoping he can clear. But watch here. Ben grabs it here. Squeezes in that hole. That's amazing. He knows it's time to go. He's got to stay in contact with that 11 truck of Corey Hahn.
AMR safety team talking to their drivers, and the drivers talking to each other. So 47 laps to go. We're being told those trucks are actually stuck together. So this could take a moment to separate the two.
Sweet.
Just glad those drivers were able to get out.
Says the trucks are possibly stuck together. Which they look like it from that angle.
Trying to figure out how to separate the 2 trucks and remove them from the track. We'll be back. From Phoenix.
We love our house.
It's on a great block.
So this will be a little bit of a delay.
And we're back at the Sullivan house.
It's long day, Sheila, and the leaves are piling up.
They're an eyesore.
I'll say.
Dry shave. Interesting technique.
That's going to come back to haunt him. Some people clean while they cook, not these folks. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Saved us a ton.
If only they bundled the leaves. You know, I wouldn't have pegged these 2 as yogis.
I still don't.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
The magic never leaves you when you stay with the Disney Resorts Collection. Following you along,
All right. What's going on, Travis? Hope you're having a good evening, buddy. Not sure how much you've been able to follow, but we have had quite a bit of stuff happen tonight. Domination by Corey Heim, and now they are married back in traffic due to everything else that's happened in this race. It's been crazy. Yeah, so just to kind of lay it out for you, buddy, since you're just now coming in, Corey Heim was second in stage one, won stage two, has not been below that the entire time. We had a wreck. The biggest mover throughout the field has been Enfinger. He started 17th and he's worked his way up. Then we had a caution before the end of stage two, probably about 15, 20 laps left. And everybody was good on fuel. But the only person that decided to pit was Hocevar, who was kind of stuck right about 10th. So a bunch of other guys came in. Hocevar came in. I say a bunch of other guys. Pretty much everybody out behind 10th came in. So that's why you see Hocevar up in 4th. And then Enfinger, Heim, and Rhodes, they started like 17th, 18th, 20th, and 22nd. And off about a 3-lap restart, they worked their way up to 11th, 12th, and 14th, where you see him now. And Hocevar started 4th and has not moved at all. So Hocevar definitely doesn't have the truck I thought he would have. And the fastest guy all night long has been Corey Heim. Travis, did you have an opportunity to look at practice? I'm curious if the lines have changed due to practice. I don't know. I don't know how much NASCAR lines change. I sent you the lines earlier. I told the audience the lines earlier. Let's see. That's not what I wanted.
It's going to be just as crazy. We know how important it is to gain that track position when they're all stacked up. And Corey Heim, Ben Rhodes for the star of the show on that restart. Grant Enfinger also keeping pace. He's in the 12th.
Trying to find
43 laps to go.
how I can see everything, but
And there's Corey Heim with his work cut out for him.
Trying to save a little fuel.
You're
Isn't that funny? You get a caution, you think it's a break. No, not anymore. You know, the drivers always have
there we go. All sports.
The crews are shouting instructions, so you got to be on your game from the time the green flag flies till the checker.
Nope, odds haven't changed. Christopher Bell was fastest in practice. Kyle Larson was the least fastest, and nothing has changed on those. So that's interesting.
But in that case, it looked like the 66 might have just dove in there a little too hard. They made heavy contact. As you see, we're choosing it up.
Saw collect Haley Deegan as an innocent bystander there.
Matt Craftsman has made his way up into the top 10 with some really aggressive moves on the restarts.
He's been so fun to watch.
Yeah, and you know, if you look who's at the very bottom in turns 1 and 2, it's always that bright yellow truck. He's got it lower than anyone else. There you can see the veteran 47-year-old Matt Craftsman turned over a new leaf. He says he's nice now.
I love that. Let's get a couple of quick thoughts before we go green once again. Here's Regan.
Well, Jamie, keep an eye on this restart. The 42 of Carson Hocevar really did not want the bottom. You see him down there. That truck has not been firing off very good on the bottom. And he and the Corey Heim, both, the crew chiefs have been telling both drivers, make sure you keep the tires clean. A lot of rubber buildup under these yellows on the trucks. Amanda?
Sharing that same language, it's been super fun listening to Jeff Hensley and Grant Infinger tonight. He made up 13 spots on that restart and hollered at his team, "I'm not giving up yet. They haven't raised this checkered flag
All right.
yet."
So we're getting ready to go green. 42 laps left. Hocevar in 4th. Heim and Infinger 11-12. Rhodes in 14th. Hocevar looks like he has the least amount of speed out of the 4 drivers, at least here recently. Rhodes has had very poor restarts. Eckes and Garcia will be the ones at the front. And Hocevar, not a great restart. Looks like he's probably going to lose the guy on top and get squeezed here in the middle. Goodness gracious. So Sanchez will take the lead momentarily until Christian Eckes says, "Thank you very much. I'll have that back." Infinger, Heim, and Rhodes all did not come off of the restart very well. None of them moved forward. Absolutely none of them. Heim moved backwards. Rhodes moved backwards. They do have fresher tires, but it's not much fresher. And now Corey Heim says, "Thank you very much. I'm going to go 3 wide. Get out of my way. I'm the one that deserves to win this championship." And he passes 3 cars on 1 turn. Wow. And Hocevar drops back to 6. $39 to go. Tanner Gray going on the outside of Infinger. Rhodes is stuck in 15th. Rhodes is way high on the track. That's not a good run. He'll try to cross over Taylor Gray here. Showing Ben Rhodes now in this restart, seeing where things went wrong. He's right behind Corey Heim, gives a bump to Corey Heim. Corey Heim way down on the inside. Oh, and Ty Majeski is what cost him there. Ty Majeski had to check up. Caused everybody to check up. Hocevar in 6. Heim working his way up. He is now battling Kraus for 8th. Ooh, and Rhodes will send Tanner Gray up the track, and he'll go around him. So Hocevar 6th, Heim 8th, Infinger 11th, and Rhodes 13th.
Stuart Friesen went around earlier in the race. Now up in the 5th spot. 99 and Ben Rhodes.
Hello, I'm here. I need this space. Just a little bit of space.
Gotta love that about racing.
So it looks like Heim is on the inside of Purdy. And then once he gets on the inside of Purdy, he will then just have Hocevar left. Hocevar trying to get on the inside of Stuart Friesen. Hocevar cannot do it. Meanwhile, Corey Heim gets the pass completed on Chase Purdy. Eckes leads it, then Sanchez. Zane Smith is the one with the freshest tires. He's in 3rd. Garcia and Stuart Friesen next, followed by Hocevar and Heim. Then you got Purdy, Kraft, and Majeski, and then Infinger and Rhodes are in 11th and 12th. Heim trying to go on the outside of Hocevar, then thinks better of it. Did not have the run that he wanted right there. Yeah, you can see at the end of the Hocevar, 16 lap different tires. But Hocevar just has not had the truck tonight to compete. I definitely see him probably getting passed within the next couple laps, if not here on this lap. Heim is on the inside of him on 1 and 2. Hocevar gets a little bit of run on the outside. And he'll keep the spot at least until they get to 3 and 4. No spot there to cut underneath. Actually, Heim will try as Hocevar slips up the track. And he'll probably pass him right here in 1 and 2. Heim dives it in. Can he maintain it? He absolutely can. A little bit loose, but Hocevar still doesn't have anything for him. So with 32 laps to go, Corey Heim leads it. Hocevar gets to the back of his bumper, sends him up the track a little bit, but still can't do anything to take advantage of it after sending him up the track. Hocevar has done some stupid stuff before. And he does do something stupid again. Absolutely terrible. Just an idiotic move there by Carson Hocevar. And Carson Hocevar is mad at himself, but I mean, just completely idiotic. Dumping Corey Heim. I mean, racing for a championship has absolutely no chance to make that turn and just dumps him. And this is the part of Carson Hocevar that makes you question if he can be in the Cup Series. Denny Hamlin said he's had 2 effing idiotic moves the last 2 weeks. And just, I mean, completely flips his championship on its head. I mean, Corey Heim has a chance to recover, but dear Lord. Wake up, Carson. I mean, never has a chance to make that move. Never has a chance to make that move. Just idiotic. Straight idiotic. So stupid. So stupid. Just dumps him. Just so stupid.
Corey's going to have just a slight bit of damage on the right rear corner where he got into screw. But shouldn't really affect how that truck runs. But tough break for Stuart Friesen, who is having another good run here in Phoenix.
On board with Carson Hocevar from his vantage point.
You see how much he slid up to get to the 11. Of Corey Heim, a full lane up.
Corey had done a nice job of bringing down Carson, made the pass cleanly. I guarantee you Corey didn't see this coming.
No, sure did.
Right there, just up the hill. He can do this, and I think what he has to do now, Phil, is just put that behind him. Go win the race. Come get those tires, Regan, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Well, Michael, you heard how calm they were on the radio right there. That's how it has been the entire time since he was spun out. Gonna check the right rear to make sure there's no damage. Get that a good touch. Make sure it doesn't have any issues as the race goes on. Otherwise, the truck has been very good, but impressive from Scott Zipadelli and spotter Tony Hirschman. How they have kept their driver in the game and how their driver has stayed in the game to get refocused right here.
Need to make sure that fender's plenty clearance. We know how important that area of the truck is. I'm running upwards of 150, 60 miles an hour, so aerodynamics do matter. You don't want that right rear caved in. Looks like the team did a nice job of pulling it out.
Yeah, you don't want it bloused out.
Corey Heim on the radio says that Carson Hocevar is not getting out of here tonight. I promise. Tyler Reddick. This dumbass will never learn. Those are strong words from Tyler Reddick. Wow. So Tyler Reddick not mixing words. Brett Moffitt says that's unbelievable.
Visit onlywithrocket.com to get started today.
Josh Williams says, wow. I don't know, man. The only reason why I didn't talk is I don't know what to say. I mean, just an absolute all-time stupid move by Carson Hocevar with 30 laps left to possibly take away somebody's championship because they don't know how to drive. And this is from somebody that's defended that guy. Thought he changed. But it's not been a good last few weeks, I'll say that. From intentionally punting Ty Gibbs for absolutely no reason at all. I don't know. Idiotic. Unbelievable.
Where some see a barber, I see a magician. I see Hugo. Of hair by Hugo. Wizard of whiskers. Sorcerer of scissors. Houdini of hair. Hugo is a small business owner. Me, I'm the Hartford Buck, and I see nothing small about your small business.
With insurance designed for your small business, the Buck's got your back.
Unofficial transcript evaluations within 24 business hours, just scholarships, academic support, and your GCU graduation team, led by your own university counselor. Find your
No, no.
at GCU. Private, Christian,
Wild.
affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Getting down to business here in the Craftsman Truck Series. About 25 laps to go. Who will be crowned the champion? Major turn of events. As you saw, Carson Hocevar getting to the back of Corey Heim. He's shown his 21st. Carson Hocevar second right now, Regan.
It's been a busy radio for Carson Hocevar. Take a listen to what the team had to tell.
Here's what Hocevar said.
I imagine there's no question. I was on me, right? Yeah, I mean, he was holding you down like we were holding him down. This guy is like, hey, you should get off your refocus. Yeah, but I don't want it.
They've been trying to get him refocused, get his head back in the game. There's still a championship to win here.
Trying to keep their driver in the game. Hard to shake that one off. As we're ready to go here, Nick Sanchez on the outside will be the lead truck over Carson Hocevar on the bottom side of the racetrack. And great
All right. Hocevar will start second. Hocevar has a horrific restart. And Ben Rhodes looks like he will be the one that's going to split them. And Ben Rhodes is going to clear all of them. Eckes gets in trouble. We have some rubbing up top. Ben Rhodes will take the bottom of 3. Can he hold the line? Loses it momentarily. Looks like we got some Tyler rub. And Grant Enfinger's right behind him. Where did Carson Hocevar go? Where in God's name is Carson Hocevar? Carson Hocevar is falling back to 17th, it says. Woo! Enfinger. Oh, Ty Majesty says, get the hell out of the way. Don't want to be wrecked by you. So Hocevar is in 19th. Corey Heim is in 13th. Enfinger 5th. Rhodes is in 3rd. We got 22 to go. Right now, it would be Rhodes championship race to lose. Wild. And Enfinger is right behind Rhodes. Zane Smith leads it, and we got a big wreck. Huge wreck. Mercy. So you got Bailey Curry, Stephen Parsons, and somebody else.
Rich Lucius wanted to say he's like me. Let's just run this thing out. I think we got in a pretty good spot.
Did you just see or just say, Michael? You can't stomach it.
I didn't want that because it's only going to get worse. They're just going to keep. It's going to be like the Xfinity race at Martinsville. They just keep pushing and shoving until there's nobody left hardly. This is a big crash. You see the oil running, water from the radiator running down the racetrack. This is going to take some time to clean up. Meanwhile, Corey Haim up to 12. Don't forget him. I told you he wasn't out of it. They're going to hear from him before this is over.
Meanwhile, Carson Hocevar back in 18th after that restart.
Does Stephen Parsons get turned here? Yes.
He just got dumped by the 41 of Bailey Curry for some reason.
Then you see Daniel Dye with nowhere to go. I think Stephen went to the 41 truck to say, what were you thinking? Man, I'd like to think we can get to the checker flags without having this happen again and again. We're going to have less than 15 to go, probably.
What we saw with Hocevar just, spinning out Corey Haim, some of this stuff is, I know it's getting down towards the end of the race, the end of the season, but you have to race with a little bit more respect, I think, than what we've seen here.
Well, I think a lot of people watched that Xfinity race last week and thought that was their Stephen saying, what could have possibly been you've been thinking?
So we will have a red flag for cleanup. So while they do a red flag, we will take a quick pause, real quick. Wild. I'm just at a loss for words for Carson Hocevar wrecking Corey Haim. We got 20 to go. If you're new to the truck series, you know that there's probably going to be at least 3 or 4 more cautions. Rhodes and Enfinger will be starting right next to each other. Haim has already made it up to 12th. He's been the best car all night. Bailey Curry just straight up dumped him. Some of these guys, I don't know. It's the reason why these guys don't ever make it to the Cup Series, and it's by doing stupid shit like that.
How does Taco Bell not have a breakfast taco already? You have all the ingredients: fluffy eggs, melty cheese, savory sausage. What's simpler than a taco? The all-new toasted breakfast taco. Simple, tasty. I did that. I made that happen.
NASCAR's most intense at racing. At a track where you feel
Atlanta showing a preview. They have a race in February. So, good luck with that. Went there in March and it was freezing ass cold. I could imagine what it's like in February.
They're laser focused and determined to perform without excuses. Not everyone makes it through here.
We want to go out. We want to succeed.
You must prove what you're capable of under the most extreme conditions. 1 or 2 seconds sometimes would be the difference between life and death. Talk is cheap. Action. That's what matters. Premieres Monday, November 6th on Fox Nation. Military and veterans, sign up for your free year of Fox Nation now.
I am tradition. Passed down from the families that race to the ones that watch us every weekend.
Welcome back to the Craftsman 150. It is championship race as we're embarking on Saturday morning on the East Coast, but if you're out west, it's prime time, baby. We still don't know who the champion will be, but I'll tell you what, Ben Rhodes, he has not given up. Sitting third right now, he's in contention to win this championship. So, he's just sitting there, eyes wide open.
Doing anything right now, right? Let's try to talk to him. Hey, Ben Rhodes, the Fox booth. You got a copy?
I got you guys.
It sure has been fun watching you, Ben. I'm telling you, you've made some tremendous moves. And obviously, you and Rich have that truck in a great position right now. You've got 20 laps to go. If we don't go overtime, and that certainly can happen. But you've been in this position before, Ben. What do you got to do here to finish it off?
How you doing, Curtis? Yeah, I just have kind of been letting it manifest. Letting you guys listen to what's going on here. It's been wild, man. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I like Carson. I mentioned that I could see myself getting some Spire gear, but I don't know. It's just stupid shit like that just makes me go, "What in God's name were you thinking?" You know. And I'm a Kyle Busch fan. I know Kyle Busch has done some stupid stuff, but I mean, just a snowball's chance in hell to make that move. I don't know. It's just wild. Who do you think wins it, Curtis? Who do you got?
Scott Zebedell, you've done a fantastic job of keeping your driver calm in the truck. Your spotter, everybody communicating very well to keep refocused on what the goal is. 9 spots, roughly 15 laps when we get back to green.
I ain't sending.
I think we can get there. Yeah, as long as we don't have any more cautions.
I ain't sending stuff. Good on you, though. I'll see in a lobby. I'm not sure what you mean, bud.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you, gentlemen. You see what happened.
Crazy.
When he went around, got the contact from Carson Hosevar.
Really fortunate not to any more damage to that truck than he did. You can see he's running a normal line down the front straightaway to the inside to make the move on Stuart Friesen.
Yeah, watching 42, those you see those black lines. He moves up outside of the line he was in to make that contact
Dramatically. When it happened, I think he lost his focus and was really sorry.
Why is Kyle Busch trending?
Sad that it happened and wasn't able to get it together on that restart. I know he got pushed sideways, but he just kept falling back all the way to the 18th spot.
We'll shake it all out. We still have 20 laps to go. Stay with us for the ending here at Championship Night.
When I got the script, I was like, does Taco Bell really not have a breakfast taco? Doesn't that concern you?
All right, you ready? And action.
Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, savory sausage. The all-new toasted breakfast taco.
We are always in motion. Getting this, fixing that, arriving to destinations in life and around the globe. Sometimes it's beautiful. Sometimes it's a blur. Because life never stops. You need someone you can trust to go right along with you, no matter where the future leads. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
For millions of young people, Boys and Girls Club of America provides a safe place where science, technology, and
Where's my wheel?
where the green flag waves on potential careers, and the skills learned here excite, inspire.
It's right over there.
Foundation towards a better tomorrow. After all, great futures start here.
Actually did some driving before this one.
Sunday on Fox, it's Dallas and it's Philly in one of the biggest games of the year.
Oh boy, I don't know. I'm not trying to be quiet just because I don't have nothing to say. I don't know. I'm shocked. Looks like we're still red flag, trying to get all the fluid off the track.
truck, seemingly very apologetic in a way. What is
Yeah, well, Carson made a mistake here, right? He just got in too deep. He hadn't been running the bottom. There wasn't as much grip as he thought, and he pushed up in the corner. Tommy, that's what happened. Well, Carson's a good kid. He feels bad. You can see him there. He's upset. He's mad at himself. He doesn't want to make those kind of mistakes. The problem was stock car driving, race car driving is the one sport that takes constant concentration.
Right.
He couldn't get his concentration back.
Yeah, it's hard to regroup, and then you have that restart. He starts on the front row, goes all the way back to 19th in a lap. You can't have that. Those kind of things happen and kind of crumble when the pressure's on at the end. Hopefully these guys can fight back, especially
right there.
Corey Hine.
All right, it's going to be interesting. Back to Jamie Little and the guys in the booth.
Thank you, Caitlin. Yes, long red flag. A lot of time to sit and think about the race that has happened and what they can do from here on out.
And Carson hasn't he's just doesn't even look like he's blinked since he's had that incident.
Let's hear from the crew chief of the 23, Amanda.
Jamie reported earlier in the show that Grannon Finger is riding with a quote on his dash that says, "All things are possible for those who believe." You guys have executed perfectly tonight. Jeff, there is one truck separating you guys from a potential championship. Why do you believe that Grannon Finger is the one that can do it?
Well, I mean, it's a matter of it's who wants it the most. I don't know if anybody else in this garage that when he wants something, he goes and gets it, And we've been pretty fortunate. We've made all the right adjustments from practice yesterday. We weren't very good. We were
All right.
a 10th place truck at best. And I still don't think we're good enough to outrun that 11 if he hadn't had any issues there. Us and the 99 are pretty even. It's just according to who gets out front. But, the guys done a great job on pit road tonight. The guys that work on this thing all year long have done an amazing job.
I want to see how many people have joined the
Probably the only team in the garage area can say that. So hopefully we get our champion power equipment Silverado past that 99 and get far enough ahead of that 11. He can't catch us, but we'll see what happens.
join the chat so far.
That's all you ask for. It's what everybody works for. So.
And they haven't given up on each other all night. Regan?
Carson Hosemar's crew chief Bill Gould here. I see the tires on the wall. Been an eventful night. You guys have been working to try and make this truck fire off better. Can you make it fire off with these tires at the end now?
Yeah, I think so. As we can see, anything can happen, and we kind of got ourselves in a bad predicament there. But it's not over till it's over. I'm just going to keep fighting.
Thanks, Phil.
That's all you can do. Got 150 miles to try to get a championship, and I believe this team knows that they've slid back far enough to where they're going to have some tires if they're going to go fight for a championship. Maybe too little too late, but probably going to go back to green with right around 15, 16 laps to go.
All right. Cars are rolling. Here comes craziness.
We saw at the very top of the show how tires late in the going had made a difference in the outcome of the last 2-3 years.
See trucks rolling once again, and the two drivers involved in what brought out the red flag, Bailey Curry and Stephen Parsons, have been checked and released from the infield care center.
Waiting on word. He'll die. I'm sure he was fine too. We saw him getting out of his truck. Got the official word.
So after this time by, I believe they're going to open pit road.
All right.
Well, on the East Coast,
So far for tonight's race, we have had 274 people join. So that's awesome. So appreciate that from all you guys. We are here in Indiana, 12:05. So we are on Saturday. We're ready to crown a Truck Series champion. Hope that we get a good chance to watch two guys battle it out. It would be cool to see Enfinger and Rhodes battle it out. See if Corey Heim can get back up there. And how many comments? That's a good question. I'll tell you, bud. I'm glad you guys are able to join me. It's been a long, long week for me. from work. I'm glad to cap the great time here on the channel. It doesn't say how many chat. And I could count them. I don't really want to, but I could. Enough. We've had a good chat. About 50 chats, probably a little bit more than that.
He was, of course, an innocent bystander. When went around, he got into Stuart Friesen, who was running in the top 5.
All right. So Michael Waltrip said we got about 15 to go. That's a pretty good amount of time. So, I mean, the best thing that could possibly happen if you're looking at Corey Haim's standpoint is that, man, I don't know, that he gets a great restart. And I don't know if a caution helps or not unless these guys fall backwards. It just, I don't know. I mean, Corey Haim's going to feel like he just got robbed if he doesn't win this. And it's not to say that he was guaranteed to win this. Like, don't take that away that he's guaranteed to win this, but he sure as hell didn't deserve to be dumped to not have a chance to win it. I mean, he drove a clean race. He's drove a great race. I love to see Enfinger and Rhodes challenge him in natural circumstances. You know, I understand people are going to race and mistakes happen, but what happened with him and Hocevar is not what you ever want to see. That's just poor driving by a young kid that has made his fair share of mistakes. He'll make more. Veteran drivers make mistakes. But the egregiousness of making, oh my God, about how two trucks run into each other there. So Corey will be in the top 10.
I'm glad Corey was paying attention.
Yeah, Corey.
What are you doing?
Corey's going to have a lot of stories to tell after this, and he'll forget all of them if he wins the championship, but we'll see. We're tuned in. We got 15 laps to go. No more silence. We've been here for 2.5 hours. We're ready to rock and roll. Curtis, he absolutely got dumped. He didn't get loose. He didn't make a turn that he never had a chance to make. He absolutely got dumped. There's a reason why Carson Hocevar is mad at himself. It's because he made an absolute terrible move. So here we go. Zane Smith looks like he burnt the tires a little bit there on the restart, but Eckes didn't get much of a better one himself. Enfinger gets on the inside of Rhodes, and Enfinger takes the lead in the championship running. Rhodes sliding up the track. He's going to lose a little bit more. And then we got Purdy down low. That's on the inside of Enfinger. Haim makes his way in. He's in 7th. Ooh, two cars trying to make it low. Haim trying to go around the outside of them. This one's not done, man. Haim has got a chance. But does he have enough time? We got 14 laps. Enfinger in front of Rhodes. Heim is in 7th. Hocevar, you might as well count him out. He is done. He is mentally checked out. Rhodes trying to get on the inside of Enfinger. He's unable to hold it in. So Heim has to pass Jesse Love and Chase Purdy. Enfinger and Rhodes are going to battle this out. Will they play nicely? It looks like Heim is on the inside of Jesse Love. Heim is in 7th. He's got to catch up to Chase Purdy. There's 13 laps to go. Ben Rhodes has gotten to the back of Grant Enfinger. Enfinger and his team, this will be the last season that they are in NASCAR trucks. They had decided that they will not run again. GMS Racing would love to walk off with a championship a la Furniture Row Racing in the Cup Series. Heim is about 1 second behind, and it looks like Chase Purdy's starting to catch up to Ben Rhodes. Zane Smith leading, Christian Eckes in 2nd. Normally we pay attention on who is in the lead, but right now in the championship race, it's all about who is leading out of the championship for. Heim's got a long way to go. To get to Purdy's about 1.4 seconds out. Heim looks like he's going backwards. He really needs a restart now. It looks like this is going to be between Grant Enfinger and Ben Rhodes. The damage that Hocevar has caused to Heim is great enough to affect that truck to where it will not be able to catch up to Purdy or Rhodes or Enfinger unless this thing gets a caution. We are less than 10 to go. Curtis, I did look at the replay, bud. Watched it live. He missed the turn. He literally went up like 3 different lanes. You can call it getting loose. He never had a chance to make that turn. Never. Right now, crew chief for Grant Enfinger, chill as a cucumber. Hocevar's made up quite a bit of spots, but lost about 16 spots on that restart. The previous restart. Rhodes still about half a second behind, but has not been able to make up anything more than that. Last year's truck champion, Zane Smith, is currently in first. Jesse Love and Corey Heim are just swapping spots, but that's only because Jesse Love is not trying to take it because they're teammates. He's trying to do everything he can to help Corey Heim, but it's not going to do anything. Grant Enfinger now stretching out that lead at 0.6 of a second. Hocevar up to 9th. Sanchez goes around both Love and Heim. Rhodes got to do something here to find a different line, or he's going to need some help. He's got that 0.6 of a second, but Enfinger, oh, God, and here we go. And Hocevar is the one involved in the wreck. He's done. Wow. So, oh my God. So, so you're telling me Corey Heim causes a wreck with Hocevar that now affects the Enfinger Roads race? What are we doing, guys? Settle this shit off the racetrack. Exactly. Thank you, Michael. God, what a Mickey Mouse show this shit is.
That's what we call payback. You know, Corey doesn't wait till next year. He wants to make sure.
I get it. Corey Hines pissed off. He's got every right to be pissed off. He got... I don't know. These boys got a lot of learning left to do. This is not how you settle this.
What a turn of events for these two championship contenders.
Terry and Gillum, this type of shit makes me hate playoffs sometimes. Championship potentially ruined because of other drivers wrecking each other. I don't know. This is...
There's Maury Gallagher sitting on top of the pit box right now for Grant Enfinger.
Yeah, Mike Beam up there as well, along with Jeff Hensley.
But how about for Ben Rhodes and Rich Lucius right now? Now's their time to pounce. They weren't making up any ground as those laps ticked on by.
Gives them another life. But I hate it. I hate it happened that way. I don't bet either. No.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Corey Heim on it, you know your chance to win this is over, but... And I'm sure he could give a just absolute care less about Enfinger and Ben Rhodes trying to win this, but you can't... You just can't do that, man. That's childish. I don't know.
But just okay isn't okay. And I was done settling. If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can dramatically relieve RA and PSA symptoms, including fatigue for some. It can stop joint damage.
Chris Busher says, what a pitiful lack of sportsmanship. Yeah. Yeah, it is, Chris. Man, it's you want to be able to watch a champion race and see a champion. You know, it's not good what Hocevar did. I've chastised him. But seeing Heim do that, that's not the way you do that. Be a grown-ass man and go meet that dude afterwards. Does it change anything for you? Are you going to win a championship? Absolutely not. But you don't need to fuck somebody else's race because somebody did something to you. I mean, just two wrongs don't make a right. And this is a turnoff for this sport if people have not watched this. If they're tuning in right now and you have never watched a championship truck series race, you probably won't watch it again. And unless, and maybe I'm too purist. Maybe people love this. I'm usually the type of guy, I want people talking about it. But when it comes to winning hardware for the end of the year to come down to this type of thing, I don't like to see this. This is not the way it should be done. I mean, we've been since February. And for the first week of November, we got kids acting like kids. I mean, Hocevar did something dumb. He tried to make a corner that he couldn't make. He slid up the track because he drove it in way too deep, completely misjudged it, and has been known to do it before. That's a dumb move. That's a dumb racing move. Let me put it that way. It's a dumb racing move. He's got to be smarter than that. And this is a kid I like. Corey Heim, who is completely, in my mind, the victim, then says, I'm going to one up the stupidity and dumbassness, and I am going to wreck this guy, wreck other people having a good race, and ultimately cause a green-white checker for two guys racing for a championship. That doesn't make right. You want to go and see this guy and beat the fuck out of him, do it. Go for it. Tear it up. Do what you got to do. I promise you, based on what Carson Hocevar has done, he wouldn't say a word about you being pissed. He completely understands it right now based upon his raw emotion. But this is not how it's done. That's keyboard warrior stuff, man. That's hiding behind the vehicle versus being a grown man and saying, I'm going to handle this myself. Have enough respect for my fellow competitors, and I'm going to handle the thing that I got beef with when this race is done. And he didn't do that. It's all about me. It's all about my feelings right here, right now. And there's a lot of people that would have came out being Corey Heim fans, and I can promise you a lot of those people are gone. They're completely left. I don't know. I just don't get it. All right. You got Enfinger on the outside of Rhodes. You know, and I got people that don't like this playoff series the way it's run. And I promise you this, NASCAR loves this. People are going to be talking about this. This is going to be something people are talking about on social media. And that's what NASCAR wants more than anything. Because, I mean, they just be honest, they got a terrible job at making their sport matter when it comes to social media. Other people to do it for them, you know, and if they hate, let them hate. Watch the money pile up. They're just going to let people hate on it. People that are purists and love this sport. So, I mean, NASCAR could give two shits less. It gets people talking about their sport. We're going to crown a champion. It's going to be between Enfinger and Rhodes. A green-white checker to end this Truck Series championship. Eckes gets a huge lead. Ben Rhodes comes down on Enfinger. Enfinger's trying to push Zane Smith forward. Enfinger looks like he's got a run. Will Ben Rhodes ride him up top? Does not look like it so far. Ben Rhodes clears. Eckes gets into Enfinger, and Ben Rhodes is going to win this championship. And we got a wreck. So it's going to come down to another restart, but Enfinger lost like 7 spots. Yeah. I mean, Ben Rhodes can just ride this out, no problem now. Should have been Heim's championship. It wasn't. Should have been Enfinger's championship. It wasn't. I would like to hear Corey Heim defend himself and personally apologize to Grant Enfinger for this. I mean, we got, not to go off on a tangent, but in society we gotta raise young men, to be leaders. And this is the me, look at me culture of my feelings are ultimate right now and nothing else matters. And for somebody that's going to be the victim to then cause somebody else to be a victim is just, I don't know. I guess I'll have content on this channel to bitch about stuff like this, but I don't know. I would love, and I've been the type of guy that says that, I want NASCAR to have storylines, but I think about the race between Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson at Chicagoland, and two guys that respect each other, pushing it and having a hellacious race. I think about the Xfinity Championship years ago, coming down to the line. I don't know. It's rough. And Finger's going to have to pit. So, like I said, I mean, the only thing that happens to Ben Rhodes here is if he decides he wants to win this race more than Zane Smith, and Zane Smith wrecks him. And at this point, hell, who knows? What a shit show. These are some of the comments going on X right now, X Twitter. I don't know. The series is an absolute disaster. Decide this championship in 3 races. 1 race is a joke. Hope the 99 team sends a thank you basket to the 11. Heim just gifted them a championship. The series is a joke. I just want to go to bed. I shut it off already. I want to go to bed. Got this. Let's see. This might be the highlight of the series, of tonight's race. That's sad. The playoffs are a joke. This is a joke. These guys are supposed to be the future of the sport. Classless driving. What a terrible race. Not great.
They're on the championship stage. There's pictures. It just takes a long time. Meanwhile, everybody and their friend is bringing a beer to him. So by the time he gets to the media center, he's having a good time, feeling good. But the funniest part was when he looks over and realizes
Carson Hocevar on MRN Radio. I just fucked up, honestly. It's not wrong. At least he owns it. Respect enough for that. So Ben Rhodes will be on the inside. You got Enfinger in 22nd. So Ben Rhodes. Championship's over.
here we go again. Zane Smith on the outside. Ben Rhodes with shifting issues on the inside. What can he do here on the restart?
Oh my God. And Ben Rhodes and Zane Smith wreck. Are you shitting me? What is going on? This is what the hell is going on? Guys, I'll just say this. I have broadcasted in radio for years. I've seen some stuff. My job was to call something the way that it was shown. I'm at a loss for words, man. I don't know. We're going on 3 hours. Ben Rhodes, all he has to do is not something stupid. Just take the outside, get the hell out of the way. I don't know. So they take the green. Ben Rhodes gets a horrific restart. Okay. Everything's fine. Zane gets in front. Zane gets misshifted. Gets loose. I don't know. He had to miss a shift. I don't know. I hope nobody wins. I'm gonna need a shower after watching this, no doubt.
Jake Garcia's moving on from the team back in LA Racing, said that he will not return. So where does he go next year? He's maybe driving for a ride. And then there's Ben Rhodes. How bad is this damage? Is it too bad?
Eric Estep. In hindsight, I'm glad they scheduled this for 10 p.m. so the fewest possible people could see it. Terrible showing.
That's Enfinger back in 17. So remember, Hocevar is out. Enfinger would be the next guy, obviously, in line back there in 17th. If something happens to Ben Rhodes where he can't complete these 2 laps. But they think they're good.
So Ben Rhodes will have damage.
Either way, we're not just fine. It's going to be what it is. It's fine.
Eric Jones said, "Get real." It's amazing that how many Cup Series drivers are still up watching this. This is wild.
Rubbing that good year off that tire.
May I point out, I said I believe. I said it's going to smoke big time. I believe. It might not. This doesn't look good to me. Rich said it's okay.
But what if we have another caution and another overtime?
Well, that's what Grant Enfinger needs right now. He's going to need a couple more cautions. I'll tell you what's going to happen if we have another overtime. Another top zone.
I will say the booth has been really good tonight for Fox Sports 1. Michael Waltrip. I can't stand his grid walk stuff, but I feel like he's great in the booth. So Rhodes in 6. Enfinger has fresh tires. He's got damage. Jamie Little's been great. I don't know. I'm just waiting on this to end. I so much stuff has gone on, so much things that should have happened, so many people should have won, and after this, I don't know. I mean, Carson Hocevar said on MRN radio that he knows people aren't going to believe him, that he wasn't trying to wreck anybody and do anything stupid, and he's right. People aren't going to care. But I don't know. I want to try to be positive because somebody's going to have to win a championship tonight, but Jesus Christ.
As if we need more drama. As if he needs more drama right now.
That tire blows out. Let's slide Grant Enfinger into the equation.
He has a little bit of a buffer here. About 12 positions.
Hopefully we get the one to go. We do. So it'll be Eckes and Chase Purdy. Chase Purdy trying to send Kyle Busch Motorsports out with one last win. After all that.
Derek Krause in the 77, who had brought out, I believe it was 2 cautions ago, into the wall. He's been checking things from
Well, guys, if this is your first time being here, typically I have my composure more controlled and able to bring to you this from a what I would like to think a professional standpoint. But tonight, Had a quarter till 1 o'clock in the morning, being on stream for 3 hours, and watching this clown show that is what it is. That is all went out the window. But if you enjoyed it, welcome to Stuck in the Catch Fence. Hopefully you stick around for a little while more. This has been absolutely nuts. And what stupid shit do we still have for the rest of this race? Eckes, Purdy, Garcia, Majeski, Jesse Love. And Christian Eckes just comes down and slams into Chase Purdy. And Chase Purdy gets a tremendous restart. Oh, dear God.
It's working out as good as it could possibly work out for Grant.
12th caution.
Ronnie. Zane Smith with a lot of damage also on pit road. Matt Craftsman with 2 or 3 360s in the middle of all that mess.
This restart.
How did it all start? Yeah, Jesse Love is gonna get to the inside of it.
Ty Majeski just tries to block.
Turns him around, and then they start running into each other up on the racetrack.
Meanwhile, Ben Rhodes is saying, look, I got through the gears. My tire's still up. Doing everything right.
I think about Ben Rhodes, I feel a lot better right now because I know I can go. And there wasn't a lot of smoke off the right front of that truck. He's got something he can.
I don't know, guys. This is bad.
Around the inside. A lot of other trucks involved as well, though. It was not a real good start by Eckes. Looks like he spun the tires, Michael.
Look at that push Purdy got. And then Love just tried to squeeze in, I think, there on the jet ski a bit.
Colby Howard, the 9 truck, also involved. He made some contact with the outside wall.
Zane Smith on the way to Javier was night. On board with Grant Enfinger.
Watch how close Grant comes to being involved with this.
Got to run right up through there. Look at this mad rush to turn on. Everybody able to drive away, though, so maybe it'll be a shorter caution. What about our leader, Chase Purdy? We've talked all year about how he gets better and better, puts himself in a position here late to grab his first victory. That'd be kind of cool for Chase and whole team.
How about for Kyle Busch Motorsports?
Go out on it, right?
That's right. Everything that they've done in this sport, 100 wins, perhaps tonight, number 1.
Chase Briscoe said just turned on the truck race. Anything exciting happened. That's good. I needed that.
Yeah, Crucial Rich Lucius asked Ben how the truck was on that restart. He said it turns halfway decent, but then Ben voiced some displeasure with the guys wrecking behind him as he continues to stress out as he tries to win this championship.
And fingers up to 14th for where the hell that's worth. What is it worth? I don't know. I mean, they're talking about tires. Fuck, we haven't had 4 green flag laps in half an hour. It's meaningless. I'm just going to leave this here.
We've been trying to give it to Ben Rhodes here for the last 4 restarts.
It's true what they say. Cautions. We'll have to do it one more time. NASCAR overtime. Nope. Ladies and gentlemen, for you following along at home, thank you.
Now that 4
It'll be worth it though. Stick with us. See who the champion will
I appreciate you trying, Jamie, but I think people are done. I think people are done.
said it earlier in the show. Tonight can change lives.
Yes, it can. Walk around with the NASCAR champion in one of these big series, the big three.
And so often you hear a guy that won a championship and they say it takes their career to do it again because there's so many things you forget about it, right? What happened. You want to go back and relive it.
They might have forgot a lot of things.
He knows it was a good time.
This is great.
There was bubbles in his water. It really had him intrigued.
Whatever happens, if you need to just put a camera on him, just follow on the Ben Rhodes simulcast.
I don't know.
Ben told me the other day, he said, Mike, I don't drink much. But when I do, I do it right.
Just don't forget, too, that struck owner Duke been running horse and trying to win another championship.
I might have to change that and make it the I gotta save that.
Right front damage. How about the 0-2 of Caden Honeycutt right him in the 6 spot?
I looked back earlier in the race because I've always got my eye on Caden. I think he does a really good job.
I'm probably gonna make that the thumbnail. It deserves to be the thumbnail. The flag man just absolutely exasperated.
4 championships over the years. Their commitment to the series has just been incredible. On the cusp of maybe winning championship number 5.
Yeah, 3 of our 10 playoff contenders all came out of motorsport. Obviously, Ben Rhodes, the only one left.
That's Jesse Love's. Oh boy.
There's a bumper bar that's gone awry there.
Michael. So
what you got?
I was just gonna say that, I'm just thinking big picture. The bourbon and celebration and maybe a chartered yacht or something coming up. I'm trying to wait
10 minutes to 1 a.m.
Hey, look at us last week.
We started yesterday. I know that.
12:40 on the East Coast with the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show coming up November 12th at 6 p.m. on FS2. It's like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, Michael, and you were there for the first time.
Yes, along with my buddy Ricky Carmichael, we were judging the boats, checking out the creativity, the ingenuity, just how beautiful those boats were and how crazy powerful some of them are.
I think you should have bought us about a 50 or 60 footer, Michael.
Yeah. That was a few investments ago, Phil. I might have been able to figure that out. I bounced along with some questionable decisions with life in general, but it's all working out. Let's go racing before we get any deeper into what I've done wrong.
All right, lights out.
Here we go. Ben Rhodes to the bottom.
Choose it once again. NASCAR overtime number 4. Remember, they have to take the white flag, and the next flag will end the race. Whether it's a caution or the checkered flag. We haven't been able to get to that point yet. We'll keep trying.
Grant's going to restart in the 13th spot inside the 7th row.
It's not over.
It's not over.
And I mean, literally, because we could see another overtime, but Grant Enfinger can see Ben Rhodes. And he's got fresh tires, and he's got a chance. Still drama, still action to go.
And I like the fact that Grant's on the inside. I think he can make more.
Grant's in 13th, Ben Rhodes is in 4th, Heim is in 18th. We're going to see if this race gets to end. I get to take this helmet off. And you guys get to live about your lives the way that you should. Versus staying here for over 3 hours to watch a 150-mile race. 4th overtime. Ben Rhodes trying not to lose a championship. Here we go. Holy cow. Enfinger is there. Enfinger is coming to the last lap. Can he get there? Enfinger pushing it all the way to the wall. Holy cow. Ben Rhodes wins it, but dear Lord. Enfinger all the way to the very, very end. Holy cow. That was crazy. What a drive by Enfinger. Deserved to be champion. After Corey Heim, originally in this race, deserved to be champion, but after his acts, could care less if he ever wins one. So, guys, that's going to do it. That's the most chaotic thing I've ever witnessed in my entire life. So I appreciate you all tuning in that have been around here for 3 hours. We've had over 300 people watch. If you want to support the channel, you can freely click on one of these right here to stay with us. You can subscribe on either YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, or be a part of the Patreon if you want to go that way. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. Ben Rhodes is your champion. He was probably the one truck that didn't look like he had a chance to win it. And after all of this psychotic, crazy, amateur bullshit is complete, Ben Rhodes seems like a pretty good guy, is your truck champion. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate you all staying on as long as you have. But that is going to do it. My name's Ryan Peters. Ben Rhodes is your truck champion. We'll catch you next time.